Biden's plan to build back better challenges Trump's America First agenda. They both demonstrate a shift away from globalization and free trade and towards protecting American workers and revitalizing struggling domestic industries. Both indicate a desire to reduce dependence on foreign supply chains, particularly with respect to essential goods, a trend that has been accelerated by the coronavirus pandemic. Biden's economic plan calls for a $400 billion procurement initiative to promote U.S. domestic manufacturing production and to build greater resilience into supply chains, especially the critical supply chains. It also includes $300 billion for investment in research and development, half which would go to clean energy initiatives. Biden, who once supported NAFTA and the Trans-Pacific Partnership, has in contrast focused his current campaign on prioritizing American industries. Biden recognized that this message resonates well with critical swing state voters in Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, and that it served Trump well in his election win. But whereas Trump withdrew from the US, from TPP as one of his first official acts as president, Biden wants to renegotiate TPP and have input from both labor and environmental leaders. Biden sees US membership in TPP as critical to countering China's influence in the region. Biden also thinks that the US should work with its closest allies and build an international coalition to confront China. He agrees with the main areas of concern of forced technology transfer and subsidies to state-owned enterprises, but he sees the US ability to exert pressure on China as stronger in coordination with our allies. Trump, on the other hand, favors unilateral tariffs to generate leverage during negotiations. And these unilateral tariffs were not just levied on China. They were implemented on steel and aluminum coming out of our closest allies, Canada, the European Union. And so where the Trump administration invoked national security clauses to levy tariffs on our closest trading partners and allies, Biden sees it as critical to have a coordinated effort to best confront China. During the Trump administration, we saw that there were actually multiple trade wars that the US was involved in, and it wasn't just the US against China. So Biden really feels strongly there should be a coordinated response.